This year, TEDx Gateway Arch welcomes 14 speakers and entertainers who will share their great idea that will hopefully start waves of change. Here today from TEDx Gateway Arch, our curator and executive director, Steve Summers, and co-founder, Mish Hancock. Welcome, Mish and Steve. So glad you guys could join us.
Thank you.
Okay, so you've got a big event coming up in a few weeks. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But first, let's just talk about TEDx. What is TEDx, and how and why did you guys decide to bring it to St. Louis several years ago?
Well, TEDx is an offshoot from TED, the conference. And so it's technology, entertainment, and design. It's been around for 30, going on 33 years now, started in California. And about 8 or 9 years ago, they allowed for licensees to take that event to a local level. And at that event, we produce talks. So all the TED Talks come from an event that's held nationally, globally, and then locally we have a license to do the same.
Okay, so TEDx, the X being it's the local version.
Right, independently organized event. Exactly.
Okay. So the TED Talks that we know of, that we love, that we've been watching forever, now on YouTube all the time, those come from the national conference primarily, right? But there are some TEDx talks as well that
Right. Yeah, well, we
get circulated.
I mean, Simon Sinek,
right.
that was a TEDx talk. I mean, and we ourselves, when we are done with our event, that will be uploaded to TED.com. So it's all in the family.
Right. So just as important and as innovative and as purposeful and change-driven, I suppose, as the national event.
Yes, and the idea is shared content.
Right.
You know, it's great ideas that are to be shared, and that's what we do.
Okay, so 5 years ago you brought this here to St. Louis.
Yes.
Okay, so who and why and what stimulated that decision?
Started with Steve.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd read an article that people in Bozeman, Montana were doing it.
Okay.
So, and I think that was the purpose of the article, is if you can do this in Bozeman, Montana, why aren't you doing it in your community?
Right.
And as an entrepreneur, I thought, why not?
Okay.
And then from there, Mish and I met through my brother, because she's great at social media, and that's a huge aspect of what we do.
And I was already a TED head, and so I was thrilled beyond belief that Steve was going to bring it here, and I just knew it was absolutely, I had to be a part of it. So, I mean, when I say we hit the ground running, we really did. I mean, we put on a lot of events that first year to really get the momentum going. We've slowed down a little bit on events. We're doing bigger events, and we've also built a bigger team, so it's not just a few of us trying to put all of this on. A more mature TEDx at this point.
Okay, nice. And your presenters, and I've been to your events, and it's just the highest quality in terms of the speakers and the topics. It is life-changing, and I'm glad that I've experienced and look forward to the next one, of course. And how do you generate the speakers? I mean, they're fantastic.
Well, thanks. We have a lot of help. We have two different systems. One is we have a series of mavens, people like Peter Raven, who might suggest someone. And then we have an open audition where we find some great speakers.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, we will get over 200, sometimes I think we got 250 submissions last time for people that want to do a TEDx talk. And from there we pick usually about 30 of them. They have 3 minutes to show us what they're going to do.
Okay.
And then we choose from there. But it's great because it's a way of, we've got people out there saying this person has a talk, and then we have people that want to do a talk, and it's like they've got their chance.
So no problem getting great presenters.
Right.
You have a lot to choose from.
Well, I would say that they're good presenters when we get them. And then what we do is we'll spend 3 months
working with them.
each of these speakers. And with CocoBiz has been fabulous. And we have a series of 15, 18, maybe 20 now facilitators.
Right.
And they'll do a one-on-one work with these guys, and it's just, you have to learn. It's a very specific format of TED Talk.
Yeah.
They're awesome people with great innovative ideas, but not all of them are presenters. So we have to teach them how to present.
So when they get there in front of the audience, they're well trained and they perfected their presentation. We're going to take a quick break right now, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the next event in St. Louis. So stay with us at STL Live. We'll have more with TEDx Gateway Arch after this break.